Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a decluttering marathon right here on my channel. I have taken some of my favorite KonMari method inspired videos and combined them all to give you guys 2 hours of decluttering and cleaning motivation. So put me up on your screen, let me know what you guys are doing today, leave me a comment and come say hi and hang out with me, and we are just gonna hop right into this video and get started on some cleaning motivation.
I see a light in your eyes. I follow you so damn foolishly. You'd be the sweetest goodbye. Give me a heart trip exclusively. Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you just...
Hey you guys, it's Whitney and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a KonMari of my closet. As you guys can see, my closet was trashed. I couldn't even walk in here, and if you have been following me for a while, you know that this is a problem area in my house. It causes me a lot of anxiety, and I was just ready to finally tackle this space and make it functional again.
Too soon, colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies.
So I am going to start this video out today by taking everything out of my closet. Now, in my past KonMari videos, I was somebody who took it space by space. So if I were to do this like I used to, I would go through the clothes first and then put them back in, and then I would go through the bins next and then put them back in. So that way it wasn't such an overwhelming experience for me. But I decided to do a true KonMari today. I was inspired after my last video, my kitchen KonMari, and you guys seem to really love that one. So I wanted to do a true KonMari in today's video as well. Now, my kitchen KonMari was a lot more overwhelming. I didn't feel as overwhelmed when I was doing my closet. I think I was in the right headspace to tackle this area. So my goal for my closet was to keep it as minimal as possible. And while I was pulling everything out, I could already think of a lot that I was going to be getting rid of, and I was just feeling very motivated and inspired this day. So I'm really excited to be tackling this space.
Too soon, colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh.
This is the emptiest my closet has been since we moved in. I think I did do a KonMari declutter of my closet about a year ago. So I am so excited to finally revisit this area and get it functioning again. And here is a little overshot of everything that I pulled out of that area. I cannot believe I was able to fit all of this stuff into my closet. So now it is time to go through it all. So now that everything is out of the closet and all over my room, I am going to start by going through my shoes. Now, I had to think really hard about my shoe collection. I am such a sucker for shoes, and not only that, I like to hold on to them for the what ifs in life. So what if I wanted to wear these boots a year from now, or what if I needed this pair of shoes for something in the future? I am really good about keeping that in the back of my mind, and so I tried to suppress those thoughts and really thought hard about the shoes that I had worn in the last year, and if I didn't wear them at all, I went ahead and put them in the bin for donations. So going through my clothes, I tried to keep the same mindset that I used for the shoes, because again, I am somebody who likes to hold on to things for the what ifs in life, and that is not a true KonMari. I had so many clothes that didn't spark joy for me and that I was just hanging on to for a possible future event. And if you guys are unfamiliar with the KonMari method, you are supposed to take everything out of a space that you are working on, and you are supposed to physically touch every every item in that area, and if it sparks joy for you, you're supposed to hang on to it, and if it does not spark joy, you're supposed to get rid of it. And so I had a lot of clothing items that did not spark joy for me at all that I was able to put in the bin for donations. And again, I just had to be really, really hard on myself and make sure I wasn't hanging on to anything that didn't spark joy, so that way it would create a lot more space in my closet. So now I'm going to begin going through these white bins that I had in my closet. There is a bin of sweatshirts, a bin of hats and bags, office clothing that I was probably never going to wear again, and then I had some home decor shoved in my closet as well. So again, keeping that same mindset, I'm going to begin to go through everything. I got rid of a good bit of sweatshirts and hats, and then all of my office clothes I do plan on trying to sell, just because a lot of it was very nice clothing that I hardly ever wore because I graduated college with my bachelor's degree and decided to stay home with my children. So I never really started a career, but I did have a lot of clothing for interviews and things like that that I just did not feel I needed to hang on to any longer. So now that I have pretty much gone through everything in my closet, there were a few other spaces that I will work on later. I am going to go ahead and clean in here. I'm going to wipe down the window trim. I'm going to dust the baseboards. I'm also going to be using my wall duster from eCloth. I unboxed this in a recent video and I was so excited to use it in this video, you guys. I love this thing. I highly, highly recommend it. If you guys are looking for a great duster, you can use this on ceiling fans, on light fixtures, on the wall, on the baseboards. You can really use this for about anything, and I just love it so much. And then after dusting in here, I will go ahead and vacuum as well.
When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm, do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
So now that the closet is nice and cleaned out, I am going to begin placing clothes back in just to get them out of the way and off the bed, because I did have a few clothes that were on red hangers that I needed to switch to white ones. I really wanted everything cohesive in my closet, and I think mismatching hangers for me personally causes anxiety and a little bit of OCD, so I did try to make sure all of the hangers were matching. So now I'm going to sort the clothes, and I always try to do this no matter when I organize my closet, but I had all of my clothes that were athletic style, and then I had my dresses right next to those, my sweaters, my long sleeves, my short sleeve shirts, and then my tank tops there at the end. Now, I did not color coordinate these at all because every single time I do that, it gets messed up instantly. I'm just not somebody that needs my clothes color coordinated. If that works for you, that is awesome, but that is just not a priority for me. I really wanted the space to be functional, and I didn't really care so much about it being Pinterest worthy. Now, you will see in this clip, I ended up taking out more clothes, and those were sweatshirts that I was going to fold in a later clip. So now I'm going to hang this mirror that was out in my master bedroom. I really wanted a mirror in here just to make it feel like a true closet, and our mirror out in the master bedroom wasn't really serving a purpose anyway, and I love the thought of it being inside of my closet.
It's huge, just keep on moving through the beat. Don't let them get the best of you. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm, do you remember?
Alright, so these are the bins that I'm going to be using to organize everything in my closet. I've already had this one and the bottom two, and then I picked up 2 more today from Target. That way I just have a little bit of extra space, because my goal is to put everything in these drawers into bins, and so that way I'm not having too much stuff on the floor and it'll make it feel less cluttered. So now I am going to go through this little organizer here, and I'm going to use the larger bin for my sweatshirts, and then I'll have a bin of bags, a bin of swimsuits, a bin of tank tops and shorts. And then I will have a bin of random stuff, or the junk drawer of my closet, if you will. This is just stuff that is sentimental to me that I don't want to toss, but I don't really have a place for either. I will put everything in that bin.
Time that I waste my time. I don't wanna tell you, I know if you care. Repeating my mind, rolling around, stuck in your bed. Burning temptation, I just cannot hide it. Late at night when I'm all alone, try not to think about it. Invade my thoughts with your honeycomb. Try not to think about it, but baby I do. Hoping you will figure it all out somehow, Why I'm acting weird whenever you're around, oh when you're around. I don't wanna tell you, I know if you care. Repeating my mind, rolling around, stuck in your bed. Burning temptation, I just cannot hide it.
Once I am done going through the bins and everything is organized, I will begin to put them back into my closet. Now, I left this clip running so that you guys can see that I don't always get it right in the first try. I am constantly moving things around, figuring out where they look best or where they're most functional. And I do this with the shoe bin as well. And I just wanted to let you guys know that not every YouTuber is perfect. We don't get it on the first try, and it's just all part of the process. Now I'm going to go through my jewelry, and I'm going to put it into this little box that I have. Now, the only reason that I am doing this is because my daughter always gets into my jewelry no matter what I do, and I'm very nervous about her putting it in her mouth and choking or something like that. So I did decide to put all of the jewelry that I planned on keeping into this box, so that way I could put it up and out of her reach.
Silly demons, we're diamonds in the dust, so why can't you see it?
Alright, so everything has been gone through and my closet is all done. You guys will see it in just a minute. But I wanted to share with you guys what I plan on doing with all of the clothes that I'm getting rid of. Now, for the most part, I'm probably just going to donate most of these items. There are a few dresses and maternity clothes that I'm going to try to sell. And whenever I do try to sell clothes, I give them about a week, 2 weeks tops for it to get sold. And if it does not get sold, I just donate it. I also have all of these prom and military ball dresses that I plan on selling as well. And there are quite a few back here. And then this big bin is just a bunch of books that I have not been able to read since having children. There are so many books in here that I do want to read, but for right now I'm gonna have Tim put it in our attic so that it's not taking up space in my closet. And then this one again over here is just baby stuff that needs to go upstairs as well. And then I do have some jewelry that I'm probably just going to toss because a lot of it is that fake silver and it's tarnishing and all of that. And then this bin I am going to be using in my husband's closet. That will be my next KonMari video for you guys to see, and I can't wait for you guys to see that one as well. So now that my closet is all done, I wanted to remind you guys what this space looked like before I went in and KonMari'd it. I cannot believe how much stuff was in this closet, you guys. There was so many things that I just didn't need anymore, and the space was not functioning for me at all. And I am just truly blessed that I was able to do this and make this space more functional for me and more of an enjoyable place to go pick out my clothes and get ready for the day. And I am just absolutely in love with how it turned out. You can really transform a space on a budget. You don't need expensive things or home decor or fancy bins to make a space beautiful and functional. Everything that you see in this video, from the most part, is from Target. So everything is super affordable, and if I can do it, you guys can do it too. I know the KonMari method can seem very overwhelming, but I promise you, when you are done with an area, you feel so much better. And I am just so in love with my new closet, and I hope that you guys are too. Anyways, you guys, I hope this gave you some motivation to tackle a space in your home today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in my next.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You're kind of like a fire, like a fire, like a fire.
Hey you guys, it's Whitney. Welcome back to another video. I'm so excited because today is another KonMari Declutter and Clean with me. You guys really seem to love these videos, and these are honestly some of my favorite videos to film. So I'm really excited to bring you today's video. So I'm going to be tackling 2 closets as well as a kitchen cabinet in this video, and we are going to start this video out in the kitchen. I have this cabinet here that holds all of my mugs and drinkware, as well as our medications and supplements, and as y'all can see, it is just a cluttered mess through here. So I'm going to start by taking out all of the items that are cluttered here on the bottom shelf, and then you'll just see me organizing the mugs and the little glassware there at the top, and just making everything look nice and tidy. So now that everything is out and laid out in front of me, I am just going to begin to go through it. I had tons of medications that were expired, just so many different supplements that were kind of thrown all over this cabinet, and I really would like to keep them all cohesive and in the same area so that when I'm in here grabbing for those things, I know where they are. And I did want to apologize because this clip was a little blurry.
So different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy.
So what I decided to do when I was decluttering this is I have a bin for all of our medications. So cough medicine, allergy medicine, all of that stuff will go in that bin. And then I have another bin that's going to be for supplements, so vitamins. I have like a rest aid supplement, all kinds of different supplements in here. And then I have a little bin that houses our syringes and thermometers and things for the kiddos. And then I have my little wooden organizer for all of my essential oils.
You can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane.
So now that everything is organized, I am going to wipe down this little shelf at the bottom with some wood cleaner, and I really wish I had taken all of the mugs out and the glassware and did the same thing, but it is what it is, and maybe one day in the future I will go back in and wipe them down. So now I'm just going to quickly place everything back in here. I kind of had it set up the way I did before, just a little more organized. And then you'll see me putting a label on each of the orange baskets so I know which ones are which.
time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that? It's just stupid. Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good.
So moving on, this is going to be the biggest project in this video. I am going to be tackling my almost 2-year-old daughter's closet. Y'all, I had so many baby things still in here, and she is not a baby anymore, and I guess part of me was holding on to those things in hopes that we would have a third child. But I think Tim and I have decided that we don't want any more children and we're content with the ones that we have. And if for whatever reason God plans on a third child, we would just cross that bridge when we got there. I didn't want all of this stuff cluttering up her closet, especially as she's getting older. So I'm going to first start by taking everything out of the closet. Whenever I'm tackling a closet, I feel that taking everything out and laying it all out in front of me is the easiest way to declutter, but it's really just personal preference. And then once I have everything out of the closet, I am just going to quickly go through her clothes that are hanging here and take out anything that is no longer fitting her. And I also had some baby outfits in the back. You guys will see me holding them up. I'm so sad that she's not a baby anymore. I swear these kids grow up so quickly. So here is a little overview of everything. I had so much stuff jam-packed into this closet. It is amazing what fit in here. And even just looking at it, I can already tell so much is going to be decluttered. I had so many baby items that just didn't need to be taking up space any longer. So you're just going to see me going through everything. I had diaper bag, baby clothes, I had a baby wrap, all kinds of little baby toys and activity things for baby just jam-packed in here that I plan on donating. I did save some dresses from when she was a baby, so that way when she's older she can give them to her daughter or her granddaughter. Whatever. I know my mom did the same for me, and I have a couple of dresses for when she's older, and I just love that idea.
They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. Like lemonade, we both know it's bittersweet. The sorrowness will bite your tongue. No one is forever young. No, listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright.
everything has been gone through, I'm gonna slowly start to put everything back into the closet. And I was amazed by how much I didn't put back into this closet, and she has so much space for when she starts to grow up. And overall, I was really happy with how the closet was turning out. So now that I've put some stuff back in here, I am going to quickly wipe this cubby shelf down that I have in here with some wood cleaner and vacuum before I continue to put everything else back in. Oh my goodness, I have so much to get rid of. I have this is like a little baby bassinet thing that I won in a giveaway. And then over here, this is 18-month clothes, and then down here is 6-month clothes. Diaper bag, couple random baby stuff. I have like a tummy time mat, some blankets. So much to get rid of. We are gonna give all of that away for free to people who really need it. I don't like asking for money for stuff when I know there are people out there that really cannot afford things for their kids. So we're gonna donate all of this. I post it all on our little yard sale page and people just come pick it up. That's just what I've been doing. It is a lot, so hopefully we're able to get rid of it pretty quickly. I'm not sure about this bin down here because it's like winter stuff, so I might hold off on the clothes but try to get rid of everything else. Now you're just gonna see me organizing her clothes that are hanging up. I organized them by dresses, by long sleeve shirts, sweaters, and short sleeve shirts. That way when I was getting her ready in the morning, I knew exactly where everything was in her closet.
But I told you so.
And here you're just going to see me putting her little blankets up in the corner here. And you do see in a later clip I ended up folding them a different way because I didn't like how they were falling off of the rack.
My kingdom locked down. You never give me in.
I'm also going to be stocking her diapers and just making everything look cohesive in here. I know that this cubby shelf is very empty, but my thought process was she's only going to get older and get more stuff and slowly start to fill out this shelf.
But I told you so.
Alright y'all, look at this transformation. I cannot believe how much I took out of this freaking closet. Look at this. Amazing. So up here I just have her baby blankets. The two on the top are from Tim's parents. She made those. This one my grandma made, and then this one at the bottom she got when she was in the hospital with her intestine blockage. And then these are all of her clothes, obviously. We also have the little baby carrier back here because we do plan on hiking this summer and she's still too little to hike, so I did decide to keep that. Her little loaner pair of church shoes. I cannot wait for church to open back up. These are all little Pooh books that are from Tim's mom from when Tim was a little kid. And then in here I just have extra sheets and whatnot, and then extra diapers. I have this little pillow pet from when I was in high school that I'm saving for her. And then down in these bins are just like random stuff. So the top one has like random birthday cards and bows and whatnot. This one is shoes that she will be able to wear in the winter time, and then clothes that she will be able to wear in the winter time. And then I am so out of breath. Up here, her Easter basket, humidifier for winter, and then this is just like important stuff in this bin, and then just a couple of boxes of stuff. So now that her closet is done, I went ahead and decided to declutter this little drawer that she has in her dresser. This is where all of her hair ties and little bows and lotions and all of that stuff is kept in here. And it was becoming very dysfunctional, so I just quickly decluttered it and reorganized it to make this space more functional.
Let me smile for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't say that. Ain't gonna leave ya. Anyone is out of touch. You're a million.
So moving on to the last space I'm going to be decluttering in this video, my husband's closet. And you guys, I was so amazed that he let me do this in the first place, because my husband is very finicky and he likes his things the way that he likes them. I'm sure I'm not the only one whose husband is like that, so I was really excited when he told me I could declutter his closet. I promised I wouldn't get rid of anything that was sentimental or important to him, but I really just wanted to reorganize this space and make it more functional. So I'm going to start by organizing his clothes, because my husband, I love him, but he is notorious for throwing clothes in his closet that are clean. He wears a shirt once and throws it in his closet, and then it stays there for God knows how long. So I took all of the clothes out and hung up the ones that he likes to have hung up and put the other ones on the floor to fold later on, and just kind of reorganize the clothes to make it look more tidy. So now I'm just going to take everything in the bottom of his closet out. And y'all, I know I'm not the only one, but my husband is such a man-child. He's got Nerf guns in here, a rock band. I swear I have a teenage son. It is just so funny to me. So I am going to take everything out of the bottom here, so that way I can see it all out in front of me and begin to declutter. Now, when I did open this Xbox box that he had in here, I noticed there wasn't really anything in it, so I did hide his Nerf guns in there. And I mainly did this because my kids like to come in here and take them all out, and then I have Nerf darts all over the house, and I'm always afraid that my daughter is going to choke on the little orange parts because she's still very little, so I was excited to see I had somewhere to hide them.
You got me sleep deprived.
gonna really quickly vacuum the bottom out here, and then you'll see me pulling his little drawer thing he has in here so that it is flush with the wall. And this way I was able to throw all of his rock band pieces behind that, and that way they weren't falling over in his closet and just taking up a lot of unnecessary space, and the drawer was able to keep it all contained. Because honestly, my husband doesn't really play with this a whole lot, but he wants to hold on to it for when the kids are a little bit older, and I agreed. So I was just trying to find a way to store it without it taking up a lot of space. Quickly fold the rest of the clothes that are on the floor here and put them back where they belong.
Come take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so. There isn't anything I wouldn't do. Wanna make sure that you understand.
Alright y'all, this is awful lighting, but this is the best I can do with his closet. I really should get like baskets or something for this stuff here. This is mainly like his work pants. He's got a couple pairs of nice pants, but all of this is work stuff. And then all of his polos for work are up there. I don't even know what he's got going on up here. It looks like a bunch of sweatshirts and like baby stuff, so I'm not even gonna mess with that. But I did end up hanging his ties and his belts, and then this is all of his like nice stuff. And then I did shove all of that Nerf gun stuff in this box, and then his nice shoes are down there, and then he's got this little cubby thing in here full of like important paperwork and stuff. And then I did manage to put all of his rock band stuff, sorry about the lighting, back in there. Anyways, you guys, that is going to be it for this KonMari Clean and Declutter with me. I hope that y'all enjoyed it and it gave you some motivation to declutter your home. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in my next one. Hey you guys, it's Whitney and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a true KonMari of my kitchen. In the past on my channel I do my own version of KonMari where I take it space by space, but today I decided that I would pull everything out at once and give the true KonMari method a shot. So if you guys are in need of some decluttering and cleaning motivation, you are in the right place, and I am just going to start out this video by giving you guys some overshots of my kitchen so that you guys can really see what is going on in each cabinet. As you can see, some of these cabinets were not functioning at all. I had so much stuff jam-packed into some of these, and it was just time to go through everything and get rid of stuff that I was no longer using or not serving a purpose, and just really get this space back to functioning. So like I mentioned, I am going to be pulling everything out of my cabinets today. So that is what I'm going to start out by doing. I'm going to pull everything out so that way I can see everything laid out in front of me, and just really making sure I'm going through everything and not holding on to anything that doesn't spark joy or not serving a purpose. And if I'm being honest, as soon as I started emptying everything out, I was thinking to myself, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? This was so overwhelming to me. I don't know why anybody would decide to do it this way, and I just wanted to let you know, if the KonMari method stresses you out, you are not alone, because this was absolutely overwhelming and honestly sparked a lot of anxiety for me. and I feel like this took a lot longer than it would have if I did it the way that I usually do this. Now, my friend Megan from Loving Life as Megan inspired me to do this video. She recently did this on her channel and I loved it so much, and I loved how real and honest she was about everything in her journey to KonMari decluttering her kitchen, and so she inspired me to do one of my own, and I just absolutely love her. I will leave a link to her video down below if you guys want to go watch that one, because that is what sparked the inspiration for today's video. Okay, so everything is out of the cabinets and I'm already feeling so overwhelmed. I don't know why I decided to do this, but the only cabinets that I'm not doing is under the sink and our Tupperware drawer, just because I kind of know that those things don't need to be decluttered. But you guys, everything else, this is just giving me anxiety. So now I'm just gonna try to start going through everything, and I'm actually gonna start out with the kids' crafting stuff. This is one cabinet in my kitchen that just gets out of hand almost immediately after I clean it. If you guys have been a long-time subscriber of mine, you would know that this cabinet is always a hot mess. And I decided that I was going to start with the hardest spaces in this kitchen and kind of work my way around to the easier parts, so that way it didn't become too overwhelming when I got to the end. Now I'm just going to continue to go through everything, like I said, just working my way around the kitchen. Now, I didn't really get rid of a whole lot, but I did have a lot that needed to be consolidated. I had a lot of boxes that were just taking up unnecessary space. So that was my primary goal for this video, was to make sure that I didn't have things taking up unnecessary space when they didn't need to be. I am also somebody who goes through things fairly often. I don't like holding on to things that I don't need, especially because we do live in a smaller home without very much storage. We don't have a shed or a basement or anything like that. So I am constantly going through things in my house and just really purging stuff and making the most out of my time in the space in my house. So now I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the upper cabinets, and I am just using a wood cleaner to do this. I always love taking everything out of a space and then cleaning it, so that way I have a fresh, clean slate to work with. So before moving to the bottom cabinets and cleaning those out, I am going to quickly clean out the silverware drawer that you see here and just take everything out so that way I am able to go through that as well. I did want to mention also that I'm not going to be doing the drawers that you guys saw in the beginning of this video. I decided that it wasn't really necessary. I kind of knew the things that were in those drawers and I knew I was going to be keeping pretty much everything, so I will probably go through those at a different time, but I do not incorporate that into today's video. So now I'm going to slowly start to put things back into the cabinets, and my goal for this was to put all of the plates, cups, and bowls in the same cabinet instead of having everything spread out between two cabinets, and that way I have more room in the other cabinet in case I need that for the future. And then in this cabinet, I'm just going to be putting my medications and supplements, and then our plasticware as well. So moving on, I'm going to start working on the spice cabinet, and I have this little folder here that I'm going to be putting some recipes into. My aunt gave me a ton of recipes, but they were all kind of falling all over the place, so I did finally decide to put those into something. And then I'm also going to be putting the spices that I don't use every day into this little gray container that I got from Walmart, and you can get these in packs of 2, and they have them in pink and blue, I believe, and I think that they are the perfect size for kitchen organization. So now I'm just going to slowly work my way around to the other side, putting a couple things in that cabinet above the microwave, and then I'm going to move into my baking cabinet. Again, just using those gray bins to organize things. I put sugars in one and teas in the other, and it just leaves a lot more space in the cabinets and makes things look nice and organized. Once the upper cabinets are done, I am going to move to the lower ones. I'm going to start by vacuuming and cleaning them out, so that way I have a fresh slate to work with. So here you're going to see me moving all of the crock pots that I have into the first side of the craft cabinet that I used to have for the kids. I don't know why I have so many crock pots because I only use one of them, but I am somebody that likes to entertain sometimes, and I like to have them for birthday parties and Christmas time and all of that stuff, but on a daily basis I really only use the one. I'm hoping in the future that I will be able to put these into our garage, but for right now this is where they will be taking up space. And then on the other side, I was able to really utilize the space so that way things weren't sitting on top of each other and falling all over the place, and just making this look a lot more tidy. Now I'm just going to quickly vacuum and clean out the silverware drawer, and then go through everything that belongs in that drawer, wash the little divider that you guys see, and just getting this drawer functioning again and put back together. Now, I didn't show this drawer in the beginning clips, but I am going to quickly go through this utensil drawer that I have. I wasn't really planning on doing this one in this video, but I decided why not? So I am just going to quickly pull everything out, vacuum and clean out the cabinet, and then just kind of organize this and make it look a lot more tidy. So now I'm going to be organizing some knives, and I know that sounds so strange, but one of my really good friends gave me a bunch of her knives from her old set, and so I just had so many knives and I did not need this many. So what I did is I went through all of them and put them into this knife block that I've had, and for whatever reason I never used it. So I did decide to pull that out and get all of my knives organized, so that way I wasn't holding on to ones that I wasn't using. So the last thing that I am going to be organizing today is the craft stuff. Now, I did consolidate a lot in this cabinet, as you can tell. I went through so much, and I was really able to break down boxes and compact everything together to make this space a little bit more functional. So now that everything is done, I am going to clean up in here just because there were crumbs all over the countertops from pulling everything out, and I really wanted to end the kitchen on a nice clean note. So I am going to start out by doing some dishes, and then I will clean the sink as well. Now I'm just going to quickly tidy up the countertops and wipe them down, and that way I can be done the kitchen and I can show you guys the end result. Now that I am done cleaning, I can show you guys these amazing before and after transformation shots of my kitchen. I cannot believe what a difference this made. And even now, doing these voiceovers, my kitchen feels so amazing every time I walk into it, just knowing all of the cabinets are organized and functioning again. And I am so glad that I did this, as overwhelming as it was. I don't think that I would do this again in the future. I think I would just take it cabinet by cabinet and do it that way. But I did have fun filming this and showing you guys a true KonMari method. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and it gave you the motivation that you needed. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in my next one.
mistakes now. 'Cause I don't wanna stay, wanna live my own.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you guys a clean and declutter with me. I am so excited to bring you guys this video. I have been decluttering my house like crazy, and there are just tons of areas in my house that really needed to be gone through. So I'm just gonna take you guys along with me while I do this. So I'm going to be starting out in my bathroom, and my bathroom sink, for whatever reason, is a place in my house that accumulates so much clutter. And I'm going to be doing the Konmari method in this video. So basically anything that doesn't spark joy or that I haven't used in the last year, I am just getting rid of it. That way I'm really minimizing the products that I'm using and the things that I'm keeping around my house. So I'm gonna start out by taking everything out from under my sink, and I've got so much stuff, you guys. I've got hair products, makeup products, face products, all of it. I have so much stuff, so I'm gonna quickly go through it, put aside what I'm keeping, and then I'm gonna clean out underneath. I'm gonna vacuum and wipe it down. Once I have done all that, I have a few travel size items that I don't get to use a whole lot because we are not traveling and we can't really travel now. So I'm gonna take it all out of this little bag I had it in and just make it look organized in this basket.
I gave in too quick, was the one who backed down. Wanna feel passion for something, someone.
So now you're gonna see me start to put things back into the cabinet. I'm gonna put everything in this little white basket that I have. It's just where I keep everything, and I feel like it makes it look a lot more organized. And I'm kind of putting it together by products. So I have my hair products in one area, and then I have my self-tanners and my face products and all of that stuff, so that everything is nice and organized.
It's my choice to make, it's my new rebellious way.
So now I am going to be going through my makeup, and if you guys have been following me for a while, I do this very often. I used to hoard makeup. I would keep makeup for years and years and years. I would never use it. Products would go bad, and I've been trying to really stay on top of what I'm using. That way I'm not keeping unnecessary stuff. So I'm going to go through these bags that I have here, especially things like mascaras and stuff that don't last a long time. I'm definitely going to be tossing those, and then I'm going to put everything that I don't use a lot into this little bag that I have here, and then I'm going to be putting everything else into a drawer, which you guys will see in a later clip.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side.
And I am going to be wiping all of my makeup down with a Clorox wipe, mainly because everything was dirty and I just wanted it to be clean.
Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, in my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure.
Now I'm just going to quickly finish organizing underneath of the sink, and I will show you guys a little before and after.
Ooh, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me,
So now I'm going to be moving on to the two little drawers I have on either side of my sink, and I'm going to start by the one that I'm going to be putting the makeup into. So I'm going to take everything out, and then I'm going to make it look nice and organized with all of my makeup in here. I usually love to get ready in front of my mirror in my bedroom, but lately I've been getting ready in the bathroom and I really love it, so I decided that I would just put all of my makeup in this drawer. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna move to the next drawer, and this is where I keep my toothpaste, whitening products, and all of that stuff. I'm just gonna, again, take everything out so that I can wipe it down and then toss anything that is old or expired and put everything back in.
Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different.
And again, here are some before and after shots for you guys because I love these. I feel like they just really make a decluttering video. So moving on, I am going to be tackling my hallway closet, and you guys might not know that I have this because I've never shown it on my videos before, but this is basically where we keep the randomest things. We've got wipes, kids' towels, board games, home improvement type of things, home decor, you name it. It's in this closet and it really needed to be gone through. So again, I'm going to start by taking everything out. And since this is such a tight space, I had a really hard time filming. I did try my best to show you guys the best angles, but again, it was just really tight. So bear with me while I go through this closet.
Beside you, while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different.
So I actually took a couple of these plastic bins from downstairs, and you guys will see later where I took them from, but I'm gonna be putting light bulbs in one because for whatever reason we have so many different types of light bulbs in this house, and they were all just kind of in boxes and taking up so much space in this closet. So I took them all out of the boxes and put them in this little plastic bin, and then in the other bin I'm going to be putting like hardware and homeware type of stuff. I have child safety products, I have batteries and random stuff. I'm just going to put it all into the same bin.
Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago, and every bit of you couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just.
And here is a little overview of everything that came out of that closet, which I'm shocked that I had fit that much stuff in there because it's not a very deep closet. It's very narrow, there isn't a lot of space, so this was pretty impressive. Now I'm just going to take the wipes and organize those, and then I also have a box that I'm going to be putting some home decor in just to kind of contain those products a little bit, and then I'm going to slowly put everything back into this closet. It's not the most beautiful looking closet, but it works, it's functional, and it looks so much more organized than it did before.
Like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you. You were making me so sure in a heartbeat. All of my doubts disappear.
So now I'm going to be moving into our bedroom and I'm going to be tackling my nightstand. Again, this is another space that accumulates so much clutter, you guys. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to go through the first drawer, and this is where I usually keep my devotionals, chapstick, hair ties, anything that's kind of personal to me ends up in this space over here. So I'm going to take everything out, wipe it all down, and then slowly start to go through everything. I had like bobby pins in here and just stuff that didn't need to be in this drawer and taking up space. So that is what you're going to see me doing here.
Logical, that's something that you do to me is chemical. I know it isn't logical. Something that you do to me. I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you.
And now I'm going to move on to the lower part, and this is where I had a ton of random electronic cords to things that I don't even know what they're to. Does anybody else have stuff like that? You're like, oh, here's a cord. I don't know what it's to, but I guess I should probably keep it. That is this drawer. So I had those in there, and then I had some meaningful stuff to me in here. You guys will see me showing you everything. I had like pictures and things that Barrett had made me for Mother's Day and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through this cabinet, and I do end up keeping all of the cords out of this cabinet so it's not cluttered, and you guys will see me later. I put all of that into a box.
This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my. So fly, you got me like my. You got me like my. You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 'cause you got me like my.
So now that I am done with that, like I had mentioned, I'm going to be putting all of these cords into this little box so that I can just put it away in my closet and not have it take up so much space.
Crazy, how did you get so fly? You got me like my. You got me like my. You got me like there's no other than you now, baby. Nah, 'cause you got me like my. Like oh my God.
So now I'm going to be moving on to my dresser, and I'm going to be going through my clothes, but really just to fold everything. I feel like stuff was thrown in there and it was a mess, and you guys will see my cat in this clip. He was trying to cuddle with me while I was trying to do this, so I showed him a little bit of love, but I went ahead and went back to folding. And I'm going to be doing the KonMari folding method. I don't know if this is the correct way to fold, but this is kind of like the style I'm going for, where you can kind of see everything when you open the drawer, and I love how organized it looks. It just makes me so happy.
Had enough of this, oh. Our timeline's getting worn out when we're going back and forth. You know we're only pretending, we're only weak and lonely, and I think we both know it. Why can't we face it? Keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons. You're the only one for me. My heart is wasted. Keep on paper chasing, acting pretty small when we are growing out of love. It never was like this before. We've been wearing out our loving like a pair of favorite jeans. Was getting harder to ignore. Yeah. Kept on stitching up the patches. You know we're only pretending, we're only weak and lonely, and I think we both know it. Why can't we face it? Keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons. You're the only one for me. My heart is wasted. Keep on paper chasing, acting pretty small when we are growing out of love. Growing out of growing out of Why can't we face it? We keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons. You're the only one for me. My heart is wasted. We keep on paper chasing, acting pretty small when we are growing out of love. Why can't we face it? Keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons. You're the
And I didn't get a before shot, but here's a little after shot of what that looks like.
keep on paper chasing, acting pretty small when we are growing out of love.
So now I'm going to be going downstairs, and this is going to be my biggest project aside from the hallway closet, and that is my kids' crafting cabinet. Again, if you guys have been here for some time, you would know this thing gets trashed almost instantly, and especially now that we've been staying home a lot because of coronavirus, we have been using this cabinet so much, and it just wasn't functional anymore, and I really needed to go through it. I had sensory bins that we don't really ever use anymore that were just taking up so much space. I had like papers that they had already drawn all over kind of thrown in there. So I'm gonna go through everything. I'm gonna take the sensory bin stuff out and organize it all into their own little bags and put them into their own separate bin. And I made the kids like their own little crafting bin with glue sticks and googly eyes and all that fun stuff. And then I put all of my crafting supplies in another bin that I had left over. And that's like my chalk paint stuff and my hot glue gun and those kinds of things I have in that bin. And it just made the space so much more organized, and I love how it turned out.
You're such a sensitive guy. When your friends are hurting, you make sure to stick around. But when it comes to me, you don't wanna know. Yeah, every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I
And again, here's a little before and after. I feel like that was a huge transformation. It doesn't look that cool on camera, but I did do a lot. And I wasn't going to do this in this video, but I had opened this drawer and I thought, why not? It's a little disorganized. So you're going to see me quickly organizing this junk drawer that I have. And that is actually where I'm going to end today's decluttering video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some motivation to get some cleaning done and decluttering done. I feel so much better when I'm able to do those things. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in my next one. Welcome back to another video. Today I am bringing you guys another KonMari style declutter and clean with me. Y'all seem to really like the last one, so I figured I would do another one, and I love how it turned out. I got so much done and decluttered. I'm really excited to bring this motivation for you guys, so give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we're just gonna hop right on into the video. So I'm going to start this video out in my laundry room, and I'm going to declutter this cabinet and clean it up in here. As y'all can see, it is a hot mess. I have God knows what shoved up in this cabinet. I actually found a few things that we've been needing when I was cleaning this out, and I couldn't believe how long we had been looking for this stuff, and really made me laugh because the whole time it had been in this cabinet. So I'm going to start by taking everything out. That way I can see it all laid out and I'm able to go through it. Once I have taken everything out, like I said, I am just going to go through it. There wasn't a whole lot that I needed to get rid of. There was just a lot of empty boxes or things that didn't need to be boxed up, taking up a lot of space in here. So I do end up taking things out of their boxing, throwing that away, and just making sure I'm not keeping anything in here that doesn't belong. So now that that is all done, I am going to go in and wipe it all down. I am just using some Lysol multi-purpose spray. This has been my go-to for all of my shelving and cabinets and countertops during the season. And once I have all of that wiped down, I am going to begin to put everything back in here, kind of how I had it before, just less cluttered, and that way I can see everything that is in here when I open it up. And really quickly, I wanted to take this time and introduce myself if you guys are new around here. My name is Whitney. I'm a stay-at-home mama to 2 toddlers, and I do tons of cleaning motivation here on my channel, and I'm also getting ready to do a lot of room makeovers and home DIYs, so I would love it if you guys would stick around and join the family. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and watching my video.
Myself to hold my hand, standing in the shadows of where we have been, sleeping with your back.
And then to finish off in the laundry room, I am going to go ahead and wipe down my washer and dryer. This is something that I have to do every single morning when I wake up. My cat sleeps in here overnight. I know some of you guys are going to think that is absolutely bonkers, but he is just so hyper and crazy at night, and he keeps us up all night long. So we do like to put him in here at night, and he likes to sleep on the washer and dryer. So there's always hair and litter on here. I'm going to wipe that down, and then I'm going to go in and vacuum and mop in here as well.
two places all at once. What's that what we said would come undone?
So moving on, I am going to tackle my hallway closet, and this is something that I've been needing to do for so long. This is where we keep all of the kids' shoes, and my husband keeps his work stuff in here, our hats, our gloves, our jackets. This thing just gets destroyed so fast. So I am going to start by taking everything out. Again, I feel like this just makes it so much easier to declutter, and you'll kind of see me pulling out some jackets and putting some in and kind of just organizing them and taking out the empty hangers and everything like that.
'Cause tonight we have it all. Good when dancing is one. 'Cause when dancing is one. 'Cause when dancing is one. 'Cause when dancing is one. You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one.
Once I am done with that, I am just going to begin to go through the things on the floor. I had these two bins that had hats and gloves. One was supposed to be for the adults and the other for the kids, and they were all kind of mixed together, and I didn't really like the mismatching bins in there anyway, so I did get these gray bins. I had a couple of extra ones from the ones I had ordered for my son's room, and I'm going to use those to store the hats and the gloves.
I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that? It's just stupid. Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good, so why we dragging out when we've been doing everything we could? I don't wanna feel so lonely tonight. Every time we spend time, I wanna do this for the last time. I don't need it, no, I don't need it, no, don't need you here to feel alright.
And then once I have it all nice and organized, I am gonna try to make labels for these. They didn't come out as cute as I thought they were gonna look, but they work for the time being. And all I did is I have these little chalkboard looking triangle banner type of things that I had from my son's birthday party, and I just flipped them over and cut out little squares and used a chalk pen to write on this, but for whatever reason the chalk pen was not working that well, and it took me a while to get the writing actually on there, and then it just didn't look really good. But again, I just left it. It works for the time being. I think maybe eventually I'll get actual labels for these, but I think it looks nice.
Only tonight, every time we spend time, I wanna do this for the last time. I don't need it, no, I don't need it, no, don't need you here to feel alright.
Once that is all done and the bins are in the closet, I am going to go through my kids' shoes. I know for a fact there were shoes in here that no longer fit both of the kids, and they needed to get out of there because my kids love to pick out their own shoes, and they had a habit of picking the shoes that no longer fit them, and then when I would tell them that they couldn't wear those shoes, you know, the tantrums would start. So I'm going to go through, take out the shoes that no longer fit them, and make this look a little bit more tidy.
It's not enough, it's not
So now that that is all done, I am just going to go and vacuum and begin to put everything back in here. I am so pleasantly surprised about how much I took out of this closet, and I wasn't putting it all back in, and it is so much cleaner and organized. And then I had this little hook that was on the back of the kids' bathroom door. It was never used for anything, so I decided to put it in here so that I could hang my son's book bag and the diaper bag on it. It's just serving its purpose in the hallway closet compared to the bathroom, and I love how this all turned out. It looks so good, and we ended up taking the extra shoes that no longer fit or we weren't keeping, and I do plan on donating them.
I'll be the center of attention like I was some kind of astronaut.
So moving on, this was the biggest project in this video, and I am going to be tackling my closet. Now, I did Konmari declutter this over a year ago, and it has been time to do it again. You guys can see there is all kinds of stuff in here. I can't even walk into my closet, and my goal for this project is just to be able to walk in here. I don't care if it looks super nice and pretty and Pinteresty. I do not care about that, y'all. I just want this to be functional and for me to be able to walk into. So I'm going to start by taking everything out that's on the floor here and making a giant pile, and I'm going to start going through all of it. I had a bunch of clothes that needed to get out of here that I'm donating. I had boxes that need to be gone through, and then I have one of those little 3-bin shelving things in here, and I went through each bin and re-Konmari folded all of the clothes that were in there, and I really wanted to make sure I was only keeping things that were important or served their purpose in my closet. So you're just gonna see me going through and decluttering everything.
It's all I wanna do right now. Everybody will be on me, wanna join me when I take a shot. I'll be the center of attention like I was some kind of astronaut. Cause I'm shooting for the moon tonight, and I got a feeling I'm gonna crash some stupid party. Tear the ceiling down in front of everybody. If someone's pouring up a drink, I'm calling shot it. I'm gonna find a crowd so I can put it on me. Swinging from the chandeliers, I won't be sorry. I got a feeling I'm gonna crash into this party. Cause I'm just an accident waiting.
For sure, so cold, but we're always coming back for more. Egos in this wicked game, it's all for sure. Oh, I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for.
So now that everything has been gone through, I'm just going to put the bins back into the closet, and I'm actually going to pull this out and go through my jewelry. So I never really wear jewelry, and I would really like to try and wear more of my jewelry because I have so much and some pieces are so beautiful, but during this time I just don't really see the point. So my thought is that if I pull this out and declutter it and maybe put it somewhere else in my closet, then I would be more inspired to wear my jewelry. So that is what I am working on in this clip, and hopefully it works.
Explode every time
So now I'm going to go through my clothes and grab all of the hangers that are kind of intertwined with the clothing that is hung up. And I'm not really going to be decluttering any of my clothes today because I did declutter my closet a couple of months ago, and I know for a fact that there aren't really any pieces in my closet that I'm not wearing. So I'm not going to be doing that in this video, but maybe in the future that is something that I will work on. We will see. But I'm going to go ahead and grab those hangers and bring them out, and then you guys will see me putting a giant pile of clothes that I had on the bottom of my floor back onto the hangers, and that way I can hang them all back into my closet. So now that that is all done and nice and tidy, I'm just going to kind of fix up the shelf a little bit. I had some stuff that didn't belong, going through the bins, making sure everything's in the right place, and making a little bit of room, and just making sure my closet is functional but also nice and tidy. And then I'm just going to go in and vacuum off the windowsill. I had the curtain down for months and months and months. Probably like a year, to be honest, and I hadn't dusted this thing off in so long, so I'm gonna quickly do that, and then I'm gonna vacuum in here as well.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
And then really quickly, I'm just going to go through my shoes because when I looked at it, I knew for a fact that there were some pairs of shoes that I did not want to keep and that I plan on donating. So you're just going to see me going through my shoes and reorganizing them and just making sure I'm not going to keep any that I don't plan on wearing.
From a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat.
I'm gonna make this quick, but I wanted to show y'all everything and how it ended up in my closet. My goal for this, like I said, was to make it where I could walk in. So I didn't go too crazy with the clothes because I pretty much know that all of this stuff I'm going to keep. Up here I have sweatshirts. In here I have spare bags, so duffel bags, things like that. In here I have nicer professional clothes for whenever I do go back to work, and some hats. This box is filled with baby stuff, like the kids stuff that I want to keep forever. I need to put that up in the attic, but for right now it's in here. This is my little owl piggy bank. I've had that since high school from my mom. And then this is my Zaya rep stuff. I do sell Zaya. If you guys are new here, I'm a Zaya rep. And so that's my catalog stuff. And then this is just important paperwork that I need. And then down in this corner, I have nowhere to put this stuff, y'all. This top box is some electronics, so spare cords and all of that stuff that I have no idea where else to put is in this box. And then this bottom box is some extra decor that I have in there, and then my single loaner pair of boots that I own. And then I am a sneaker hoarder. This is just a third of what I have. Most of my sneakers are down in the garage, but these are the ones that I don't wear often. They're more of like a special shoe. And then I have this whole little basket full of slippers. You guys know I love my slippers. I'm a slipper hoarder, and they are just what I grab the most out of this closet, so I have them in that corner. And then I did put my jewelry little rack here instead of in this corner, maybe to inspire myself to wear more jewelry more often. And that is what it is looking like. I did go through my shoes. I didn't get rid of a whole lot because I have learned not to get rid of shoes, even if I don't wear them very often, because I almost always end up needing that same pair of shoes a couple years later. Anyways, you guys, that is going to be it for this KonMari Declutter and Clean with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some motivation to get some cleaning done. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in my next one.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years is gone.
Hey you guys, it's Whitney and welcome back to another video. Today I am bringing you guys a video packed of tons of cleaning motivation, decluttering motivation, and tons of organizing. I had so much cleaning to do in today's video, so I just decided to make one big video to bring you guys tons of motivation no matter what you are looking for. Today's video is also brought to you by Skillshare, so thank you Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. And we are just gonna start out this video today in my kitchen. I had just gotten home from the grocery store, so you will see me putting those items away, and then I'm going to move on to decluttering my freezer and my pantry. These are just two areas in my house that get out of hand really quickly, as I'm sure you guys can relate. So I am going to start out by decluttering the freezer and just getting rid of anything that is freezer burnt or been in there too long. And then you'll see me moving on to the pantry and getting that started as well.
Miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand.
So while I am doing that, I wanted to take a moment and talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creative people to explore new skills, anything from photography to productivity, and Skillshare gives you the tools to help you accomplish real growth with classes designed for real life that help you stay motivated and inspired. I have been really loving their productivity classes online, and one that I recently got done doing was Simple Productivity: How to Accomplish More with Less by Greg McKeown, and this class primarily focuses on essentialism and figuring out how to prioritize your life and eliminating the non-essential things. That way you're making room for the things that are most important in your life. I'm sure so many of you guys can relate to this. I know I have a really hard time balancing between being a mom and a wife, doing all the shopping, taking the kids to school. So I know that there are going to be tons of changes that I'm going to need to prioritize more in my life, as I'm sure so many of you guys can relate. Skillshare's membership offers so much to explore, with premium classes launched regularly and a supportive community to help you feel inspired for only $10 a month with an annual subscription. For a limited time, you can use the link in my description to get a Skillshare premium membership, so I will leave all of that information and links down below for you guys if you are interested. These classes have really helped me realize my priorities and what I need to work on to be more productive, so I know that you could really utilize them in your life as well. So now that I've pretty much pulled everything out of my pantry, I am going to go in here and clean up really quickly. I'm just taking my eCloth wall duster and dusting everything down, and then I will sweep in here and mop as well, just to have a fresh, clean slate to work with.
But I keep coming back for more.
And here is a little clip of my cats. You guys know that they are always supervising me cleaning, and I know that you guys love seeing them in my videos too. So I had originally purchased these baskets for the cube organizer in my living room, but the measurements were a little bit off of the Amazon description that they had, and it just did not look right. and I originally was going to just send them back, but I decided to keep them and use them for my pantry, and I am so glad that I did. I absolutely love how these look in there, and I can't wait for you guys to see the end result. But I'm basically going to unbox all of these baskets and get them ready to go, and then you will start to see me go through all of the food, just getting rid of anything that might be stale or expired. This is something that I like to do pretty regularly. That way I know that there's not any expired food that I might be feeding my family. I'm also going to be reorganizing my pasta and cereal plastic containers. You guys will see me shuffling the food back and forth in between these, just trying to figure out what fits best in what container. But I absolutely love these containers and I highly recommend them. I will try to leave everything linked down below if I can find it for you guys. That way the links will be nice and accessible in my description. Alright, the pantry is done and I am just loving how it turned out. I think this is the nicest my pantry has ever looked. So up here I have all of my pastas. I just have the rotini there at the end, penne, spaghetti, and then some egg noodles. And then I have like our oils and vinaigrettes and stuff that we use a lot. And then I have some muffins that I freshly baked. And then there's fruit snacks and cereal. And then these are the kids' little breakfast bars that they like to have in the mornings. Now this is my favorite part, and I know the closed bins aren't for everybody. I've had people comment on my video in the past saying they could not believe that I would use bins that they couldn't see into because then you're not really seeing what you're running out of and yada yada. I don't really care. I like the way that this looks. It looks very clean and organized. And this one I just have like rice and mac and cheese and stuff that you make really quickly. This one is really random. I'll let you guys look at it. It's popcorn, crackers, a couple of extra pastas, and then there's like Jello and stuff in there. It's just things that didn't fit anywhere else. This one over here is oatmeal and pancake mix, and then our peanut butter is in there as well. This is all of our canned goods. This is all of the kids' chips and snacks and all of that stuff. And then this is where the bread and Tim's lunch stuff is. We just have the cat food down there in the corner, and then I decided to put this in here because I didn't really have a place anywhere else in the house, and I figured I could utilize this in the pantry. So in the top one I have the kids' bento boxes. These I use for whenever I am cleaning. Instead of having to buy lunch, I pack it. And then I just have some paper items here. And then this one I think is empty. Oh, there's an onion in there. This is where I will keep onions and potatoes and things like that, but I don't really ever have those on hand, so there's just an onion in there. And then down here I have some extra wet cat food and some cat treats. So now I am going to finish cleaning up the boxes and breaking them down, and then I will take out the trash and wipe down the trash can. This is also something that I really try to stay on top of. Pretty much anytime I take out the trash, I will take the time and spray it with Lysol and wipe it all down, and I'm just always making sure that I'm keeping the area clean, just because my toddlers are always throwing stuff away, and it's just something that I like to stay on top of.
Harder for me, oh, harder for me. Maybe we're over it, or maybe just lovers, 'cause under the covers, baby, you're showing me how to be fearless, so no one can hear us. You're throwing the pillars to the floor. Now put your loving, loving, loving on me, eh, loving on me. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend.
So now I'm going to move on to the rest of the kitchen. I'm going to start out by emptying the dishwasher and just getting all of those items put away, and then you will see me do a few dishes as well. Now, I have been getting comments recently saying that my music is distracting, and I wanted to ask you guys as my viewers, do you like more upbeat music, or do you like more relaxing acoustic type of music? You let me know what you enjoy more. I want to make sure this is a space that you guys can come to feel relaxed and inspired and not feeling anxious and unmotivated.
Around all these people will try to be someone better than you and I, posing for pictures, but nobody listens to anything that you have to say. Can we just leave and walk away? Walk away, walk away. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I'll run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, your body too. Yeah, body too.
So now I am going to clean my sink with my Mrs. Meyer's Vinegar Gel Cleanser. This is something that I like to use pretty often. I like the way that it smells, and I just think it does a really good job of cleaning my sink. Now, this is a cleanser that you don't have to rinse, but since it is my sink, I am going to rinse it.
Small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone.
Really quickly, I am just going to go through and wipe down the countertops, and I am just using my Mrs. Meyer's honeysuckle scent to do this. I'm trying to use up the rest of my summer scent before moving on to a fall scent, just so I don't have half-empty bottles taking up space in my cabinets.
Hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks.
Moving over to my coffee bar, we were low on coffee, so I am just going to refill that really quickly, and then I will wipe down everything over here as well. This is an area in my house that gets dirty pretty quickly. I'm sure if you guys have a coffee maker or a coffee bar, you can relate. There's just always coffee grounds and sugar and coffee splatters all over this area, so I am just going to quickly take that time and get it nice and clean.
Drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else.
Now that everything has pretty much been wiped down, I am going to sweep and get all of the crumbs and everything from when I was decluttering the pantry, because there is nothing worse than trying to clean and you keep stepping on a bunch of crumbs over and over again. Sometimes I even will sweep before I clean in my kitchen just so I don't have to do that. I know it's just an extra step that I don't need to be doing, but I can't help myself.
Nothing can break me.
So here I am going to be washing our bar stools. Now I recently reupholstered these to this white color and I kind of regret it just because they get dirty way faster than when they were blue, but it's pretty easy for me to stay on top of these because I do have this upholstery cleaner here and it takes 2 seconds to clean them and it does a great job of getting all of the stains out. Now if there is a tough stain, I will spray it with a little bit of stain remover beforehand, but for the most part I do not have to do that.
You'd see me cry again.
And then before finishing up the kitchen and mopping, I am going to wipe down all of my stainless steel appliances.
Wonder why I'm acting so at ease, 'cause I know I need higher standards to serve, higher standards to reach, higher standards without you, 'cause I know.
So now I am going to go ahead and mop in here. And I recently got this mop off of Amazon. It's by the brand Venetio or Venetio. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I love this mop, you guys. It is very similar to the Swiffer Wet Jet, but you can make your own cleaners to use in this instead of buying the pre-made stuff from the store. And I also love that it has reusable mop heads instead of the ones that you have to throw away. So I just take a little bit of pine salt and water and I throw it in there, and then it does come with one extra mop head cover, so that's really nice too, because a lot of mops only come with one and then you have to buy extra ones separately, but this one already comes with an extra one. I will leave this mop linked below if you guys are interested. I highly recommend it if you like the Swiffer Wet Jet. It has definitely been working out really well for me. So now I am going to move into the living room and I'm just going to straighten up in here really quickly and just get all of the toys put away and blankets and trash and whatever else I have in here put away, so that way I can go in and clean everything else off.
Why don't you tell this to somebody who cares? I never thought it felt this good without you, without you.
So again, I'm just using my... Now, I originally meant to do all of the fans in the house, but this is the only one that I remembered to do. But I love this wall duster, you guys. If you do not have one yet, I definitely recommend you get one. I love their products. They are awesome, and it just makes it easier to clean things that are up high. I'm also going to be using this to wipe down our filter vents. And then I will use a magic eraser to wipe down the bottom one. We had the cat tower here for a hot minute and there was just stuff on the wall. I don't really want to know what it is, but I decided to wipe that down while I had the chance.
We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now.
And then I'm just going to go in and dust down our cube organizer and TV stand. I'm not going to worry about the ladder shelf today because I dusted that a few days ago and it just didn't need to be done.
Let's come whatever, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love.
Now I'm going to go in and vacuum down the couch. I've been loving using my canister vacuum to do this instead of my Dyson that I have, and then I will vacuum the rug as well.
You know we met for a reason, but you're trying to deny that we should be together. It's heavy weather, we're heading for tonight. You better take what you can, 'cause the time is right now. We only need the two of us.
And the last thing that I'm going to do in here is make our couch, and then I will spray the couch with some fabric refresher, just because with the cats and the kids, I like to try to keep our stuff smelling nice and fresh.
'Cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me. People talking, tell what you wanna hear now.
So I'm actually going to move into the hall here, and I am going to vacuum the rug, the front and the back of it, and then you will see me sweeping and mopping in here as well. This is something that I like to try to do every couple of weeks or so. I vacuum through the hallway every single day, but I try to mop in here at least twice a month. And then here's this random clip of me stocking my daughter's diapers. I'm hoping we'll have her potty trained soon, but until then, diapers it is. And then I am going to move on to the back door here. Again, I am going to be using an eCloth product here. This is their glass cloth, and I really love this product. This is probably one of my favorite products by them. It works really great on glass, and it never leaves streaks or anything for me, and I just absolutely love this product.
But it feels like the two of us are golden or gorgeous. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magic.
So now I'm going to move upstairs, and I'm going to pick up all of the clothes on our floor here, and then I will bring them downstairs and start a load of laundry. It was laundry day for me. I don't show all of the laundry happening in this video, but I do give you a little bit of laundry motivation.
Won't cost a thing, so it's yours. Start to try. Oh, this is
Now I'm going to move back up into Bear's room, and I am going to focus on decluttering his toys. And the reason I'm doing this is because we ended up moving the play kitchen into his room because we got this beautiful antique cabinet from Tim's parents, and it needed to go in place of where the kitchen was in the playroom downstairs, even though it's not really a playroom anymore, but that's beside the point. So since we had that, I had to move this upstairs, and I wanted to declutter his toys because I knew there were some McDonald's toys in there and like little broken ones that didn't need to be taking up space. So I am just going to go through his toys and get them all nice and organized, and then you guys will see me wiping down the play kitchen and making sure everything is nice and clean.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me.
And then I'm just going to finish tidying up his room here, and then I am going to grab the sheets off of his bed and bring those downstairs to be washed.
The way that you keep playing, show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
Moving into our bedroom, I am just going to make our bed really quickly, and then I will vacuum both of the rooms, so Barrett and our bedroom. I'm going to vacuum those really quickly. I did not get to Savannah's room in this video. I meant to, but she had been napping, and then it got too late in the day to do all of her laundry and stuff like that, so that unfortunately did not happen in this video.
Still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
And then the last thing that I'm going to do in this video for you guys is move back downstairs into the laundry room. I am just going to switch out the laundry, start a new load, and then I will be folding some towels here and getting them put away.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall.
anyways, you guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that this gave you the motivation that you needed to get some cleaning done around your home today. Thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in the next one.
Well, why didn't you